here we are at the stove. I'm gonna go ahead and put the flame on. I'm gonna start maybe just a medium or so. Also got to turn on this light in the fan up here, just so that things don't get too hot. I'll try and turn it on a low setting for you guys. And so both of them are at medium. I'm gonna use the pot here. It's gonna be for the chili. And this pan over here is gonna be for the taco recipe. Alright, so things are looking nice here. I'm gonna add in the sweet potatoes. I'm gonna add in the onions. So I actually had a change of heart and decided I'm going to use my Dutch oven instead. It's just a bigger pot. And I didn't realize it was going to be this much. I still have to cut the peppers, but we'll do that in a second. Now for the taco dish, we have over here the onions. And the corn. So we're just going to cook that up. It's totally fine just to use the same spatula for both. I'm just going to let those things crisp a little. Lower the heat on that. So we're going to go over now and just cut the bell peppers that we need for the chili. Alright, so you can see here I've got some bell peppers I'm going to chop up and put in for the chili. But before I do that, I'm going to get some tortillas. So I got to get this in the oven so it can get nice and toasted up. So I'm just going to cut it in half, rotate it around, cut it in half again, and then kind of just into little strips like that. Okay. Do the other side. Okay, and this just goes on a baking sheet. Okay. Alright, so here are the little tortillas right here, the strip. I'm also going to bake this par-baked bread because I kind of forgot I had it and I don't want it to go bad. So I'm going to just bake it at the same time and use some of that for the chili. I'm just going to give these a stir. It's going to take a few minutes for these things to cook. The oven is done being preset. So I'm just trying to char up a little bit the corn. Just make it a little bit dark. I'm just trying to cook this sweet potatoes to make sure that they're nice and soft. I think this needs a bit more oil. Okay, and we're going to add some salt to these tortillas. Pop this into the oven. And give our things one more little stir and then we'll go do the peppers. Alright, so let's get these peppers done. chopped into small cubes. It's fine. You don't want them too small though, because they will start to cook in the sauce and then get really soft. So you want to have a tiny bit of crunch, I think, to them. You don't want them to get drowned out by the other vegetables. And like I said before in another cooking video, right now I'm cooking from Fresh Prep, so they don't actually give you the amounts, you know, of how much to put in for cooking. But once I start my own channel, I'm gonna have tell you guys the recipe and stuff like that. It's just that right now, when I'm just starting out, I'm just cooking whatever I'm getting from Fresh Prep. So yeah, that's the reason, if you're wondering. Of course, if you want the recipe, I can always give it to you, because they have it on their website. It's just that they don't show you quantities, you know what I mean? But you get a general idea. Alright, so all the peppers are done. I'm going to put that into the pot with the onions and the potatoes, sweet potatoes. So in it goes. Just like that. I'm very glad I switched pots. As you can see, it's quite a lot. I'm going to stir it up. The light on so you can take a look in the oven. Okay. Let's stir up these ones. Oh, there we go. You can see that nice and dark kind of char. That's what we're looking for here. Just a few more minutes. Just going to bring out the flavors in the corn. Alright, so I actually forgot I need to add in this spice blend, which just has cumin, smoked paprika. It smells really good. So I'm just going to give it a stir. Let this sit for another minute or so, and we're going to transfer it into a bowl so it can cool down. And then once it's cool, we're going to crumble in feta cheese in here. And we're going to get a paper towel and just wipe down this frying pan. And we're going to start cooking the chicken. So I have here some diced chicken. It's already been diced up. I'm going to go ahead and pat out any extra moisture that's here, like this. And then I'm going to salt this and pepper it. And I'm going to start cooking it in the frying pan. Let that cool. I'm gonna actually add salt and pepper to this mix on the stove with the chili mix. The vegetables with the chili. In goes the chicken. nice and cooked. It's coming along nicely. We're going to add some cumin seeds to that. I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit higher just to get this browning a little bit. Now back over here with the chili, what I'm going to do is get a can opener. I'm going to open these cannellini beans. Then I'm going to rinse them in a colander. Pretty sure I need a new can opener. There we go. So that's one can. And here's the second can. I'm just going to go rinse these off with water. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to cut one jalapeno. Usually I take out all the seeds. And you really just add this to taste if you like it spicy or not. I do like it spicy, but my husband tends to not like it as spicy. So I want to just be careful how much I add. Maybe I'm not going to cut, I'll cut it all. And if I don't use it all, I just put it in a little container and save it for another day. Alright, we're back over here at the stove, and what we're going to do is add in a bunch of garlic into our chili. Probably about 2 to 3 teaspoons. We're going to add in our spice blend, which has smoked paprika, coriander, cumin. I've got 3 little packets of it to add in. Okay. And then we're going to add in as much jalapeno as we want, just to taste. That should be good. And then we're going to give it a stir. Stir it around so it gets fragrant, just a minute or so. I'm gonna give a stir to the chicken here. Just like it's coming along, it's almost done. You can see it's getting a bit more brown, which is what we want. what we're going to do next is we're going to add in the cannellini beans into the chili. We're going to add, I think it's like 4 cups or so of this fire roasted tomato. Looking good. Very, very good. Turn the heat down on the chicken a bit. Then we continue with the chili. Now we're also going to add 2 vegetable cubes. Just crumble it in. Now we're going to add 3 cups of water. You can add a little bit more or less depending on your preference, but I'll start with 3 and then see how it goes. Just some measuring. So there we go. About 3 cups of water. I think the chicken is done. With the hot flame, I find it's very, very hot for me. Actually, it's way too hot. I can't pick up the pots like I could with my electric stove. So we just put that on there. The chicken's pretty much done. Let's take a good look at this. I'm just gonna give it all a good stir. And one thing you can do after when it's cooked is put one of those immersion blenders inside, so it's not so chunky, like so vegetable-y, which I might do because my husband doesn't really like vegetables. And eating all these chunky vegetables isn't his favorite. I don't mind, but for him, I know he would prefer it if it's more like not so chunky. Alright, so the chili's on the go. Chicken is done. Let's see what's next. So we're actually going to take some of this lemon and zest it right into the chili. You can put as much or as little as you want. It's up to you. Okay, so we'll give it one more stir and we'll cover it with the lid. We'll come back and check on it in about 10 minutes and we can add salt and pepper and decide what we're going to do next with it. Okay, and now we'll focus on the tacos. Alright, so we have here the corn and onions that we cooked just a few minutes ago. We're going to go ahead and crumble in feta cheese, just like this. And we're also going to put in some lime juice and some salt and pepper. There we go, get that all mixing. Okay. going to do the juice of a whole lime and season with salt and pepper. I'm gonna give it a stir. Looks really good. There we go. Next, in this bowl, we're going to add apple cider vinegar and mayonnaise. Mix that together with salt and pepper. I'm going to add inside here some coleslaw. Trying to get that nicely coated. Season a little bit more. There we go. So that's done. Alright, so the next thing that we do is get a little bit of sour cream and just put in some lemon zest and lemon juice. Put a bit of salt in there also. Okay, I like to use the pink Himalayan salt. Let's give it a taste. Not bad. So we'll set that to the side. We've got some pickled jalapenos. Some more limes cut up, the little coleslaw that we made, the charred corn and onions, and of course, the chicken. And now we just need to go toast up the tortillas. Alright, so now I'm heating up the pan so I can toast the tortillas. Just kind of toast up one at a time. We're also gonna lift up our chili and take a peek at it. Should look really good. Here we go. Perfect. Just going to put the lid down. That should be okay. Season this with salt and pepper. Give it a little taste. Start. Turn off the oven. I'll lower the heat on this a little bit. Gonna give it a try, just for flavor. Yep, perfect. And I just want to make sure these little these little sweet potatoes are cooked. That's perfect. I'm gonna turn off the heat. I'm gonna put the lid back on it. I'm just gonna leave it to sit and rest up and be delicious. I'm gonna turn the heat up though for the tortillas. Try to fast track these a little bit. And we can take a quick look over here. So these are the tortillas that we sliced up that we can put on top of the chili with some sour cream, some avocado. And you can also dip in some bread. So the final step now is just going to be to assemble everything. So make sure you put the chicken on each of them. A little bit of chicken on each of the tacos. And remember, I don't know if you saw the video when I made like the beef tacos, but don't put too much. You got 4 whole tacos here, so you don't need to put on too much meat. And remember that this is going to make 16 tacos because we doubled up, cooked double. So that looks good. I think so. Just a few more little nice bits on there. Alright, next we're gonna grab this delicious onion, cheese, and corn. Put that in there too. Okay. Go. Just like that. We do the same for the other. Delicious, delicious, delicious. Okay, I think that looks good. And then, I think I'm gonna squeeze on some juice of a lime. Get this coleslaw on here. You can put as much or as little as you like. That looks nice. And then we also have some pickled jalapenos and some sour cream with lime, so some lime crema. I don't think my husband wants the jalapenos, so I'm just going to put it on mine. And then a little bit of the lime crema on top. Like that. And there you go. These are the tacos. The delicious cumin spiced chicken tacos with like a nice corn and onion and slaw on top. And then for dinner, we're gonna eat the